Go frío con mi amigo Ted Jones.
Guys, episode 200! What is up, everybody? If you're tuning in for the first time, Ted Jones here, Ted Jones World Podcast. Guys, 200 episodes. It's been an amazing journey with you guys. And also, new year. New me? Nope. Same old me. What are your guys' New Year's resolutions? Let me know. I do want to know. TedJonesWorld@gmail.com. Great time to be alive, guys. I'm so happy to just be here broadcasting what I feel, what I think to you. And you know what? I don't really get so much backlash from the network. This is an independently produced podcast. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, why is it so freaking hot in this apartment? It's hot. Like I'm slowly, I have that sweat, you know, like when you get out of the shower and it's really hot and you just have that like kind of, what's it called? Sweat. Perspiring, like drizzly sweat. I don't know, whatever. On a lighter note, how was everybody's New Year's? Mine was amazing. Went to the stand, then went to a little party after. Was great, guys, of course. You know, did I drink? I did drink. And I can't remember ever hearing anyone be like, oh, yeah, I'm so happy I drank last night. Because, like, this morning, I mean, the difference between, like, 8:30 a.m. when I had to tinkle and, like, 11:15 or 11:30 when I actually woke up, the hangover difference was so much different. You know, like 8:30, I felt like I was going to die. Then by like 11:15, you know, smoke a little weed, whatever, I felt better. But hit the gym today. I think that really helped. And the alcohol gets out of your system just by breathing. So, you know, I'm sure as the hours go on, you know, I'll start to feel better. Guys, we have the Ted Jones Comedy Show next Monday, 7 days from today. If you're in New York City, you better come to that show. It's going to be amazing. I really cannot wait. And if you guys can't make it to that show or you are in New York in the upcoming weeks, just check the link in this YouTube video, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And if you guys haven't already, rate the podcast. Email in to your boy, Ted Jones. I want to know what you guys are doing. Rainy, cold day today. But look, 22, episode 200. We're going to keep flying. Keep it moving. All right? Because I think that's, you know, that's a very important thing to do. Always just keep it moving. Things are always moving. Things are always changing. And my God, it's hot in here. All right, I'll stop complaining about it, but it's freaking hot. I just go shirtless on the pod. If you guys are watching on YouTube, what's up? First edition Ted Jones World Vegan Hot Dog Eating Contest t-shirt. And yes, we are having the third annual Ted Jones World Vegan Hot Dog Eating Contest this July 4th. Date and time to be determined, even though I just said the date is July 4th, so I meant the time is to be determined, and the location is to be determined as well. And also we have Walker, who has won the last two vegan hot dog eating contests. So shout out to Walker Morrison, physical trainer, and he just loves slurping down those dogs. So if you want a trainer, I'd recommend him, especially if you want to be in this vegan hot dog eating contest. If you do want to be in the Ted Jones World Vegan Hot Dog Eating Contest, just shoot me an email and hopefully we'll have a slot for you. Today, I am feeling extremely hungover. I imagine that everyone is feeling that way as well. The day after New Year's, January 1st is when we are recording this episode. But, you know, a lot of new ideas hopefully will come to me in 2022, and I look forward to this being a great year. I guess we can run through, you know, what I really enjoyed this past year. It was a big step for me when I stopped working at my dad's office. For those of you who have listened to the podcast before, I've obviously talked about it. I worked at my dad's company for 5.5 years. I was thinking about, you know, transitioning into stand-up full-time, doing this podcast full-time, vlogs, but it took a lot of thinking and pondering, and like the more I woke up and I was just not happy with what I was doing, I think that really affected the change. I was like, all right, I need to do something dramatic. Like waking up at 4:40 in the morning is a crazy thing to do sometimes, but I think it just like it resets your mind, and it just makes you think like, oh, I can do so much more if I'm able to do this small thing in the morning. But it's not even such a small thing. Like if you guys know, like when you wake up for a flight and you're up at like 5:30 a.m., it feels like hell. But like when you wake up super early, you're accountable for yourself, you go into the gym, whatever it is you're doing first thing in the morning, it really affects you. So I do credit where I'm at today in terms of happiness to waking up early. I'm not doing it as much, but like occasionally I still am waking up like before 5 a.m. And the thing is, like when I'm able to be in bed before 10 p.m., then yes, I will. But like if I'm out and I don't get back and get back home until like 11:30 or stuff like that. If I'm at a comedy club, then like, yes, I will sleep a little bit later. But I think everybody could use waking up like one day a week or something like that where it's just extremely early and you're uncomfortable, just because like it sets the mood for the rest of the day. You're like, oh, boom, I accomplished so much before 8 a.m. And then you really feel like you can just take over the world. Take over the world. I don't know about that, but you do feel a lot better throughout the day. And once like 12 p.m. hits, you're like, whoa, I want to do this every day. And then obviously, it stays difficult. Never gets easy. I'll say that. But like the past 2.5 years, waking up before 5 a.m. when I have the opportunity to do that, I think has really affected my mindset in a positive manner, I should say. I guess matter would maybe make sense, but man, it's the right word there. So I'd recommend you guys, if you're not getting to the gym, try and get to the gym 1 or 2 days a week. Get out off your butt. Stop watching TV. While you're listening to this podcast, let's go for a walk. Let's hit the streets. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. But I think it's beneficial for everyone to just keep moving. Sometimes I was staying in, just so I could wake up super early to go to the gym, which is maybe not the best thing, because in comedy, for sure, like a lot of the hang happens post like 9:30 p.m., or maybe not that late, but like definitely post like 8:30 p.m. to like 11:30 is like the prime hangout in comedy and like spots. So that's been great. I've made a load of new acquaintances this year, friends, of course, been exposed to a lot of cool shit in comedy. And guys, I just look forward to having you guys give me feedback, whatever it is, if it's on the Ted Jones vlog, on the Ted Jones World YouTube channel, or the Ted Jones World podcast, whatever it is, guys. I love hearing from you. And if you guys have listened to this podcast since we first started it back in August of 2019, I love you so much. So much. And if you're just listening to this episode for the first time, love you too, of course. Don't forget to write in your emails, tedjonesworld@gmail.com. I look forward to having a number of special guests on the podcast this year, and I just look forward to spewing my thoughts and opinions to you guys some more. Because that's what I love doing, being controversial. I'm not even not controversial, just a crypto vegan guy. I wonder what's really gonna happen with this COVID stuff, this Omicron, because I know that like within the next few days, I imagine that if it really was an issue with these New Year's parties, we'll start to see it. But hey, I'm 2 shots deep plus boosted up, so like I gotta live, guys. And I think you gotta live too as well. Just be diligent, just be careful. Maybe be wearing a mask inside when you're with a lot of people. But, I mean, we're going to have to live with this virus for forever, or at least until it's done. The head of the CDC thinks that COVID's going to be done in 2022. And then Fauci's just going to be out of the mix. I don't hate Dr. Fauci. I think he's obviously a knowledgeable doctor and shit. But, like, him not telling us to just go outside and like get sun, eat healthy, exercise. Like, dude, I feel like those 3 things are more important than getting a shot in your arm. Or maybe equally as important. Those 4 things, the 4 pillars. What's your guys' favorite food? People ask me that since I'm vegan. They're like, what's your favorite food? What's your go-to? I don't know. Anything that's vegan, I'll eat. I'm a very non-picky eater, but I guess I am picky because I'll only eat stuff that's vegan. But if it is vegan, I'll eat it. If it's not, if it has meat in it, then I won't eat it. Is this called downward dog? This yoga position that I'm doing right here? Or it's like hail the child's pose? Could do yoga. I don't know. Yoga just sometimes bores me. It's like not a lot going on. Pilates, I feel like, is dangerous. You use that Pilates machine, and they have you like putting your foot on like the thing, the little metal bar. I felt like one time when I was doing that, I was gonna freaking break my ankle. Yes, getting the that shirt air flowing. Your boy Andy Cohen was wasted on CNN the other night, huh? I don't know if he's your boy, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I think it was nice letting him freaking go off the rails and stuff. He was just talking shit about Bill de Blasio. People hate Bill de Blasio, huh? So the new mayor is in the office, Eric Adams, and I DM'd him. I told him to come to a Ted Jones comedy show. We'll see if he gets back to me. But Mayor Eric Adams, if you're listening, bro, I'm a vegan. I enjoy crypto, bro. Come to Ted Jones comedy show. It will be a good time. So I've spoken about this on the podcast before, but Mayor Eric Adams is taking his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. So that says a lot about the future of Bitcoin if you got mayors of major cities taking their paychecks in Bitcoin. For those of you who don't know, the mayor of Miami also is taking a number of paychecks in Bitcoin, and El Salvador being the first country to actually have their GDP in Bitcoin. Are more countries this year going to take their currency in through Bitcoin? I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see. I'm hopefully going to get more into NFTs in 2022. By that, I mean just learning more about them, you know, the virtual worlds and being involved in the metaverse. We'll see what happens with the metaverse and people living in their own virtual reality this coming year, maybe more so. Electrical cars, self-driving vehicles. We're seeing the future move forward in a positive way. Also, though, we need to change our eating habits to protect the environment. We gotta do our part, guys. Make your carbon footprint a reasonable size. Even if you're Leonardo DiCaprio and you're like flying private jets everywhere, that's really not as big of a deal as eating meat 3 times a day. You know, because I mean, he's not taking a private jet every single day. Maybe he's doing it, 50, 60 times a year? And then opposed to not eating meat. You know, that's good. Also, but I don't even know if he's a vegan. Is he? Is Leonardo DiCaprio a vegan?
I found this on the web.
Ooh, he's a vegetarian. This is what DiCaprio said. He said every single person could help the planet and reduce climate change with one small choice every week. So listen to that. Actor and environmentalist Leonardo DiCaprio shares that if every American replaced beef with a plant-based Beyond Burger once a week, it would result in the equivalent of taking 12 million cars off the road. That is wild. That is wild. It's funny how like people don't even realize how much like meat really affects the environment. You don't want to hear it from me here. I know it's annoying sometimes to hear it from me, but I'm telling you the facts, guys. You know, and then people say like, oh, I could never do this. You know, I love to have cheese. Well, just try and take out other parts out of your diet, you know? Chill with the burgers for a moment. And there's no reason you should be putting half and half cow's milk, guys, in your coffee. It's not chill. You know, that milk is for calves, not bros, not chicks. All right? It'd be weird if we were sucking the milk out of other animals. You know, we just think it's cool because it's a cow. Also, like, baby pigs are so cute. Stop eating bacon. We do need to find a like replacement bacon. I know they have faking bacon. Oh, my fly is down. Even though like I don't put my wang through my hole. Who still does that? Do guys still do that? All right, we're editing this part out. That is very weird. Just kidding. We're keeping it in. Guys, Ted Jones World Podcast here. I literally forget what I was just talking about. It was actually an interesting wave. Oh, we were talking about bacon. Right. Sorry. Beep, beep. Bacon. Faking bacon. We need bacon that tastes just as good as pig bacon. Now. I know what you're thinking. Ted, you're a vegan. How can you say something like that? A bacon, egg, and cheese used to be my favorite food. All right? I don't know if you can have 3 separate things and call it your favorite food. Actually, 4 if you include the roll, right? Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. I used to have that all the time. But I switched it up. And I like the smell sometimes, which sounds messed up. But I'm just being like a realistic vegan, okay? Like, do I have cravings? I don't know. Not anymore. It's been 2.5 years since I've eaten any sort of meat. But the cravings kind of, I mean, after like a couple weeks, you kind of don't crave it anymore. And the thing was, as early settlers in this world, you know, like we didn't eat meat 3 times a week. Now, you can argue and say, yes, our ancestors ate meat. Sure, but we weren't getting meat like at the grocery store down the block. You know, like some guy was going out hunting for 3 days. He'd kill a pig and then it'd be roasted. And then you wouldn't have another animal killed for like another few weeks, months, years even. But it's easy. It's easily accessible to eat the berries off the tree or yo, that was like a hungover burp. Excuse me. Drinking the coconuts off the tree, the avocados, the bananas out the ground, the freaking carrots, whatever it is. We've been eating way more plants for a long time. Also in this country, guys, come on, we're a little chunky. We're a little fat. So these animals that you're eating have so much sodium, cholesterol too. That's why you're not healthy. I feel the healthiest I've ever been in the past year and a half. 2.5 years since I've gone vegan, but like year and a half is when I've kicked up the fitness level a notch. And I just feel like I can do more things. I'm more awake. I'm more agile. So guys, try it for a few days. I guarantee you'll feel better. Try to go vegan for 72 hours. Let's try that. Can we do that? 2022? You guys let me know how you feel after that. 72 hours of going vegan. One of the harder transitions I had to make, I was never really like a big burger guy, but like chicken tenders, eating at a sports event, something like that is what I'd typically do. And eating chicken in my like salads when I was trying to eat healthy. That's a lot of like what I would do. I put the chicken in the salads, but just try it for a few days. If you guys need recommendations, you hit me up. But like there are a lot of Uber Eats, Seamless, and restaurants in New York City. And if your town doesn't have so many vegan options actually accessible, you can go to the grocery store and make a great vegan dish. I'm not so much of a cook. For those of you who don't know, I do still eat chickpeas and beans out of the can, wash those puppies, put it in a bowl, and I eat it. Put hot sauce on it, drench it in hot sauce, because I feel like everybody does that. Hot sauce is a great little treat. I love hot sauce. I have a whole bit about hot sauce. All right, I'm not going to spoil it on here right now. You guys come to a Ted Jones comedy show and you'll see the bit. Okay, but hot sauce is great. And you'll start to eat healthier when you can't just stick your hand in the bag and you don't even know what's in it and you eat it. Like when you're at a birthday party or something and they have those little donuts and you can't eat the donuts because they have butter in it and milk or whatever. And you find out that almost, I don't want to say everything has milk in it, but a lot of shit has milk in it. And starting to look at the ingredients is like, it's nice. Like I used to just throw everything in my body. I used to be like 25 pounds heavier than I am right now. I wouldn't say I was fat, but I was definitely chunky, not healthy. Had a bunch of problems with my body. I had a torn labrum in my shoulder. I had a torn hamstring. I had like a hernia. I had a herniated disc in my back. I had so many things wrong with me. And I don't want to say that it all went away because I went vegan, but I think like it started to heal up once I started making better food choices. So if you guys have like a busy day at work and then you're eating a meal that's really going to take a lot of energy to digest, because you can imagine that meat takes a lot of energy to digest. It's not just like when you're eating plants, it gives you energy. When you're eating dead shit, how you going to feel? Dead. I'm just being really real with you guys. 2022. How do you feel about these jeans? Funny, right? Biker jeans. This was like a cooler style like 2 years ago. Now I don't see anybody wear these. And I just wear the same 4 pairs of sweatpants. Rarely wear jeans, but these feel like sweatpants, so that's why I'm rocking it. I've also never gotten a pedicure. Have you gotten a pedicure before? What's that like? I've gotten a manicure, but like that was a very long time ago. I don't know. I don't feel the need to get a pedicure. I don't really show my feet that much unless I'm in Florida or it's the summer, but I guess it would be nice to have nice little toes. You guys see my nails here? I do pick my toenails. I did used to bite my toenails. Oh my God. Spoiler alert. This is back when I was not vegan, of course. Used to bite my toenails, but then eventually it was harder for me to get my foot to my mouth. So, so I stopped biting my toenails and, I grew out of it. I'd say that was like maybe more of the case, but yeah. What do you guys think is going to have a bigger year? Bitcoin or Ethereum? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do me a favor. Download Coinbase on your phone. That's like one of the crypto apps. Buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum for show. If you have money that you can forget about and it's like lottery money, like let's say you'd spend this year $100 on lottery tickets, just put that $100 in Bitcoin or Ethereum, either way. And hopefully it'll be like triple by the time we look back on this in 2023. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be a good sign. Just because like our cash sitting in our bank accounts it's worthless next year due to inflation and all this crap. Might as well invest a little bit, especially if like you want to diversify a little bit, get into crypto, see your money hopefully grow. Just put in $100 and forget about it, and then we'll talk about it in 2023. That's my advice to you guys. I think it's the wave. I think it's the future, especially with all this VR crap. Everything's going to be virtual, digital, self-driving. Are we going to move to another planet, though, because we can no longer live on this planet? It's possible, guys. It's possible. We need to listen to Greta Thunberg. You need to listen to me. That was like if I was Greta Thunberg. That's how I imagine how she would be. She'd be like, you guys got to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I agree, girl. We do got to listen to you. Ted Jones Comedy Show. Oh, my gosh. Next Monday, January 10th. 7 p.m. at The Stand, NYC Comedy Club and Restaurant, 116 East 16th Street. It's going to be amazing. Check the lineup and link in this YouTube video, Apple Podcast, Spotify. I told you guys twice. And if you haven't rated the podcast, go ahead and rate that podcast. If you like it, 5 stars would be great. If you didn't like it, 5 stars would be great. But anywho, 2022, it is a new year, guys. So let's think a little bit more about the environment, which will help our future generations. We don't want our grandkids having to freaking take a boat to school unless they live in Venice, Italy, which would be nice. You know, I recommend. I don't know. I've never been to Venice, but we don't want our kids to have to freaking row their boats to school. We'd rather have them roll gently down the stream. Melly, 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 melly.
Hey, go frío con mi amigo, Ted Jones.
Life is but a dream. Guys, 2022, if this is the first time listening to the Ted Jones World Podcast, I hope you enjoyed. We release episodes every Monday and Thursday of the Ted Jones World Podcast. And the Ted Jones vlog, of course, we release Tuesday and Friday. I wish nothing but the best for all you guys listening and watching this year. It's going to be an amazing year. Every single day that you wake up on this earth is a blessing. Think about it. One day you're going to go to sleep and never wake up, guys. So try and make every single day count. I hope that was inspiring. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.